Right, here we are. We're back out on the bank for another session. 29th of April. Clocks went forward about a week ago, so that means it's staying light in the evenings for that little bit longer now. I'm down on D Lake today. I'm in Peg 30, the island swim. As you could probably hear, it is raining quite hard. I managed to get everything set up, luckily, without getting too wet. I got a little bit damp, so I might put the heater on in a minute just to dry myself out, but got away with it quite lightly. Water temperature's at about 8.1, so hopefully that means the fish are going to be moving around and starting to get on the feed a little bit more. I've got two rods out, left-hand rods out on a pop-up, right-hand rods out on a bottom bait. Even with this weather, believe it or not, I managed to clip a couple of PVA bags on a pellet, just get them out onto the spots before they melted, which was good. I haven't put any freebies out, I haven't put any bait out yet, apart from the two little mesh bags, which are probably about the size of a 50p piece. I'm only here until about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's now 3 o'clock, just gone. So I'm not here for too long, so there's no point in piling loads of bait out. It's not my style anyway. I've never been one for putting kilos and kilos of bait out. That's it. We're here. Hopefully we're going to get one on this session. Let's see what happens. Right, after being bivvy bound for the last 4 hours, I actually managed to or brolly bound. Yeah, the rain stopped, it's eased off for a little while. Actually, the sun is actually coming out up there a little bit, blue sky over there. There's a lot of fizzing coming up around this area here, so I decided to bring the rod in that was chucked right down there, and then just bring it in a little bit shorter. I've had a few line bites on it, on both rods actually, but nothing as yet. It's still early days. So that's it, just a little bit of an update really, tell you what's going on. I've been a bit of a nightmare if I'm honest. Down there is the old jet boil. It's broken on me, can't believe it. And the bollie's leaking. You watch there, there's a tripping, see? My bollie's leaking, can't believe it, gutted. So there you go. I think I need to go down the tackle shop and spend a bit of money on a new stove and maybe a new brolly. Any excuse, eh? Any excuse for us lot, innit? So, onwards and upwards hopefully. Right, here we are, we're just coming up to dark o'clock. It's about 8:05, and as you can see, just about light enough to cast, I'd say. You can still see light enough to cast. It's a lovely full moon out tonight, look, really, really nice. Hopefully the full moon means we're going to catch something. Both rods are still out. I keep seeing lots of fish topping, but I think they're bream or small fish. Perch, possibly roach. Seen a few fish topping right down further down that way, but again I think it's bream. I don't want to catch a bream, I'd rather blank. I hate bream, they drive me mad. I don't mind catching tench, I don't mind catching anything. I'll fish for anything. I don't just fish for carp, I fish for all sorts of fish, but I do not fish for bream. They drive me mental, absolutely mental. You look at it and it's just like a wet bag. It's just like, yeah, go on then. They drive me up the wall. Anyway, rods are out. Just got the kettle on.
Hopefully going to try and get another go at that old jet boil. It is starting to kick up and stink a little bit, but there we go. So that's it. Right, good morning. Lake looks really lovely this morning, look. Both rods are out. If you look just over here, there's a wet mat, there's a wet net. It's not from the rain. We actually managed to have one out last night. So I'm really, really, really happy about that. Absolutely over the moon. Well pleased. Both rods are down here at the moment. I was laying in bed last night. I was woken up about 11 o'clock, something like that. A couple of bleeps on the right hand rod. Fell back to sleep about 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, 1 o'clock in the morning it was. The right hand rod absolutely started ripping off down the right hand margin. Got out, fighting it. I wasn't fighting it, obviously I was playing it for about 10 minutes, I suppose it took to get in. I was getting a bit jittery. I was like, oh, it's the first one I've had in a few sessions. You know what it's like, you're praying it don't come off. Managed to get that in. Really, really nice common, quite long, quite deep. The mouth on it was the size of a cricket ball. It was an absolute peach. Just give it 2 seconds for the train to go past here. Yeah, lovely fish. Nice common, a little bit chunky, so it's obviously been on the munch a little bit, but a really, really nice fish. That was just down on the right hand rod, just down here. All I did last night, literally stood just here on the corner of the swim here, cast just out here to there, and then basically all I did was come walking around here. Look, so my swim's behind me there, so my rods are here, River's here. This is the next swim I'm just coming into here. So basically I walk from there to here, and literally there's the edge of the bank there, so I'm about there. Literally it's still out at the moment, I'm fishing there. So I cast out, a little bit of foam pops up, come around here with tin of sweet corn, chucked a whole tin of sweet corn over the top of it. But there's the rods there, look. Chucked a whole tin of sweet corn over the top of it, and it resulted in a bite. Forget your £12 a kilo boilies, just go to Aldi, buy yourself a 39p tin of sweet corn. Job done. Fish people like sweet corn better. They love it though, don't they? It's a great bait for this time of year. Well, any time of year really. It's one of my favourite baits to use, to be honest. So there you go. We've had a result. I'm well happy. Unfortunately now I've got to start packing down the brolly, packing down the rods, packing everything else down and get back to the car. I'm absolutely starving because I didn't manage to eat anything last night because that stove packed up on me. So I'm going to get some breakfast on the way home as well. And who knows, we might even have another one out before we go. That would be lovely. But I don't think it's going to happen. So let's start drying some stuff off, because at the moment all I can really think about is eating. I'm hungry. So let's get some kit packed away and maybe a little update again before we leave. Alright, we're back at the car now. Well, we're in the car now, should I say. That's the end of the session. Just driving out the complex at the moment. Gotta be happy to have that one last night. Really pleased with that. Looks like the heavens are just about to open. It's just gone 9:20. So I'm leaving a little bit earlier than scheduled, but it does look like it's absolutely about to crap itself. So I've managed to keep most of the gear dry. So I've got to be happy about that. Get a bit of breakfast on the way home. Absolutely starving. I know I keep saying it, but I am starving hungry. Once I get home, I think I better start looking out for a new brolly and a new cooker or a new stove. Hopefully next session we'll get 24 hours, you never know. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But that's a good session. Really enjoyed myself, as always. I don't even have to catch to enjoy myself, really. Just love being fishing. So that's it for this week. Just about to open this gate up, get out, get home, get food. See you next time.